friends, let's start sorting algorithm. Sorting algorithm is most frequently asked questions in trainee software or technical interview. And in sorting algorithm, bubble sort is mostly frequently is asked. There are so many n number of sorting algorithms are available at this time, but in popularity of there are three algorithms are very popular in sorting algorithm, like bubble sort, selection sort, and insertion sort. Bubble sort is an algorithm to sort an array. It is used to sort at the end of the array. First we always try to find out the biggest element from the array, and we try to sort it from the at the end. And selection sort is a sorting algorithm where we find the smallest element from the array, and we try to place it at the beginning of the array. And insertion sort is an sorting algorithm where we target each element, and we consider left side of the array is sorted and right side of the array is unsorted, and we compare this target array with its left side array and place it where its left side of elements are smaller and right side of the elements are bigger. Let's see in a diagram way. Let's say this. Let's we take an array of 8 element. Let's consider there is given 2, it is given 3, again 2, 5, 1, 8, 7, and 6. In what happens in bubble sort, we always try to find biggest element, so we will find start from 0th index, then 1 index, then we move towards the right side and we find that 8 is the biggest element. Then we in the next step what we do, we try to replace from this index of the element to the last element of the index. We start swapping here, so 6 will be here, and so here will be 6, and here will be 8. And next in the next step what we do, again we try to search from 0th index to length minus 1, from this index to this index. Now this index will not be considered. In every step we try to reduce its length, and again we try to find out the biggest element, that is 6. Sorry, there is 7 and it is its correct position, so no need of swapping. Again we try to find out, and this time is 6 is the biggest element. Again it is its correct position, so no need of swapping. Again we try to find out its biggest element is 5, and now we have to place this 5 we have to replace this 5 to the element of this 1, so 5 will be here and 1 will be here. In the way bubble sorting is being done. And when we try to sort the algorithm, stable means if at the first time there are given 2 elements as a 2 at the same value, if we sort this array in a way in bubble sorting, then this 2 will be remain left side because it comes at first time, and this 2 is comes another of second time, so this 2 will be remain right side after sorting. This is called stable sort. So now this time also 2 is first coming 2 is the first time, that is left side, and the second time coming 2 is even its right side. So this is called stable sort. And now this array is sorted by bubble sort. What happens in insertion sort? Always we try to find out the smallest element from this all array, and we try to place it from the beginning side, and then we try to find out the second smallest element, we place it at the first index, and then we try to find out third smallest element and we place it at the second index, and like way we sort the element. First we select an element from the array and we consider its left part as a sorted and right part of the array as a unsorted, and we replace this element where its left side of the element is smaller and right side of the element is bigger. This element we have to put. This is called insertion sort. Let's start how to program this bubble sort in Java, and as well as after that we will see how to code in Python also. Let's start. We will take an empty
node and
class name we will take this bubble sort. For the user input, we have to create an object of scanner class. System.in that we have to insert as an argument. Let's I will code, then after that I will explain. Dot next line will take an string line that we have to split by its space, and for each element will be stored in string array at 0th position, first position, second index, and third index, and fourth index, like way. For example, if we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this for this input this line will consider as a string array, and this split method will split this array with this space. For each space this string line will be splitted, and splitted element that will be considered as a string that will be stored in this string array. It will be 1 is stored at 0th index, 2 will be stored at first index, and 3 will be stored at second index, 4th will be stored at 3 index, and 5 is at 4th index, like that. But for the sorting we need to convert this string array into integer array. So what we do, we have to convert this string array into integer array. So we have to take an integer array, with the same length. What this line will do, that is integer dot value of. This method do like whatever that will be given in this function area as argument, that will be considered as string, but internally its value is integer. So from string to integer, to convert a string to integer, we need to convert integer, we have to take that integer dot value of method. So for each element of string, that will be converted into int and it will be stored in the int array. And this integer dot value of method is inside the utility package. So in the place of scanner we take star, so scanner and integer class will be imported all automatically. Now we will sort this array in some function. We will pass this array from some function and we will get from here sorted array. Get sorted array. From here we will get an sorted array, that we have to store some another array. So we will store in the same array, that will be from old array, that will be replaced with the sorted new array. After sorting, it will be returned as a sorted array, that will be stored in int array, and previously, that is old array elements, will be replaced with new sorted array. After sorting, we have to display we will use here for each loop, that is int element e from int array. This line will do like for each loop, for each element will come in the e, that is element, and for each element we will print here with an empty space. So in the same line we will see the whole sorted array. Let's construct this get sorted array here. Because we will return from this method, that is array integer array, and argument is int array. There is no problem, we can take another name here also, even there is no problem, but for the understanding purposes, so like which array we are using, so this is just for convenience and easy to understand. I have taken the same name.
For the sorting, we have to apply 2D, means 2 for loops. It is nested for loop. We'll take another variable. Let me complete this sorting, then I will explain you briefly what this lines of code, each lines of code is working, and how this sorting is being done.
Now code is completed. As we have taken 2 for loops, it is nested for loop. First for loop will be is used for the step purpose. For each step, what we are going to do, for each step we are selecting an biggest element from the array, and we are trying to swap with its at the end of the array. That is being done in second for loop, second nested for loop. We have done here j is less than int array minus 1 minus j. Int array minus 1, that is int array dot length. It should be dot length. So int array dot length minus 1, that is if, because we are doing here first element is compared with its next element. So when we are taking the second last element, so that will be compared with its last element. So the array should not be throw like array index out of bound, so that we have to take an minus 1 element. So the array will stop at the length minus 1, means whatever its length, that is second last position, that will be compared with its last element, and it will not go to the last element plus 1. So there will not be throwing an exception like array index out of bound and minus 1 whenever we are placing the biggest element at the last, then second last, then third last. I hope you all are understood. So let's try to compile and run. So my program in this folder, open terminal, and program name is bubble sort. Okay, there is a missed, is a semicolon is missed here. Again let's compile. Okay, there is a cannot find symbol, so let's solve the problem. Okay, the first problem is str. So here is the problem, like here we have to take str array, and here also str array should be there. And third problem is here int arrays cannot find small, that is we have taken int array, not int arrays. Here s is extra. Let's compile and run again. Now it's perfect, there is no error. Okay, now we will take some inputs like 1 5 4 6 3 7 2, and let's take two same numbers like 4 and then 9. Okay, and sorted is 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 and 9. Now this program is completely fine and perfect. If you have any doubt or you have any question regarding this code, please comment in the below, and I will try to sort out your all problems.